else. Joan Freeman joins me now here in the studio. She is a child psychologist and author of the book Gifted Lives, and you've spent some 35 years, I believe, following prodigies. So, how are they made?
Oh,
or are they?
You've got to have the basis to start with. You can't take somebody really stupid and make them gifted. You've got to have that potential, and then you've got to have the opportunity. You can't play a violin without a violin. You can't play it without a teacher. You can't get that potential into giftedness without the means to do so.
What about this little lad, this mini Monet, then? You know, how would you start with him, working out why or how he became a child prodigy?
I don't know his story, but I know that unless he had that talent to start with, he's not going to be able to put it on canvas. But also, child prodigies remain child prodigies until they grow up, so that he can do amazing things, but they're still not what an adult would do.
They have to have an influence, surely, which pushes them in a certain direction.
Well, it could be an influence. It is an influence, but it is an opportunity. It's an open door which enables you to go that way. And if you fancy it and you've got the means, you go for it.
There will be lots of parents watching, wishing that their kids were prodigies, I guess, or hoping that they will be one day. What do you say to parents?
I would say provide the opportunities, provide the encouragement, say yes, yes, well done when they do things, and enable them to feel good about themselves so they can try something new.
An IQ of 156 at 2 years old, that's pretty unique, isn't it?
No, it isn't actually.
Really?
I test a lot of children who've got at least that amount. I test many with more than that, actually. She's not the most gifted child in the country, but she is the youngest member of Mensa, which is not quite the same thing.
Give me an example of somebody that you've met. I know you do gifted and talented children and young adults. Somebody who's really surprised you, really surprised you.
Oh, I've tested very tiny children who've been over the top of the scale. I've tested a lot of people who are not actually measurable. And when I've followed them through, as I have done, these children right through to adulthood, I can see why some make it good. Luck is a lot of it, chance, and personality. The kind of person who'll take a chance.
Does a child perceive their own gift and the world's admiration of their brilliance? And we've, very briefly, we've had many, many awful situations when kids have seemed so incredibly bright when they're younger, and they've had a terrible time in